continue to flow in quiet stillness. Along the way, the phone's battery stopped at 97% for no clear reason. It was a tiny fluctuation, never meant to be recorded. Yet this program gathers only those small, meaningless shifts. Meaning optional.
It's morning now. I want to talk about when I was thinking of my show name. For the last 10 years, my life hasn't changed. That order of thinking is the same. My routine is set. I'll tell you this. I quit the religion over 10 years ago. That's a big part of it. But this routine is like a monk's life. It's like living as a hermit. Maybe it's even more isolated than monk since I'm totally away from society. Because this life, even though I'm not a monk, my mind is sharp like a samurai. When I focus, understand deep think about life, I just understand them. Anyway, next thing. My parent heard something from a friend's son and told me it was a like message passed through people. I thought it was strange. The timing was too perfect for someone who isn't supposed to be at the house. I asked if the son was actually living there at the old house. My mother said, maybe. I said, wait, didn't you say he was living there? She said, maybe he just stopped by. I told her, think about the chance of that. Something happened yesterday, and he tells the story at the house on the same day. If he goes home once a month, the change of that being yesterday is low. He doesn't go home 3 or 4 times a week, right? Do you see how low the chance is? Then she said, I didn't hear he's living there. I said, I know that. I'm not asking if you heard it. I'm asking if you understand what I just said. She said, I understand. I told her, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. You're acting like you knew. But you didn't understand the law change at all when you were talking. It was a hard morning. Next, I think my mother relied on her mother while she was alive. My mother stopped talking to neighbors, relatives, or people from the religion. Friends went away too. It's tough. My life is tough, but my parents' life is too. My grandmother was the only one she could lean on. They got along well. When she died, it felt like the last wall of protection for my mother was gone. It's sad, but it's happened. She was a small wall, but very weak. But she protected my mother's mind a little. That little bit was actually big. I don't know if she relied on her, and that much. But I think she did. For me, I didn't rely on her. But I felt like there was no help left. I had looked for help since I quit the religion. I don't think I'm mentally strong, but maybe I am. Usually people who quit a religion look for new help or they're just angry. That's a normal pattern, almost 10%. I didn't even think looking for help. I couldn't live my own way if I wasn't strong. I think I'm strong. It's not that I was born with it, but I grew up needing to be strong. I had 3 things to talk about. I remember one but forgot the other 2 while thinking I found another one. I thought I didn't forget it. I remember the first 2, but now the last one is gone. It's always like this. The meaning of life is like a story. When you watch a drama, you're focused and think it's interesting, even though it's a made-up story. People in the world think life's meaning is like a story. They think it's there, but deep down they know it's made up. If so, they're like me. I feel meaning and small things are like brushing my teeth. That's the level of meaning I feel. I don't feel the meaning of life, but I feel meaning when eating something good. That's story too. So maybe it's the same. Maybe the level is just different. I used to think the meaning of life was real, because I thought it was real. I couldn't carry it anymore when I left the religion. The story of meaning broke me. I woke up and saw it was just a story. I couldn't go back to that world. I always wondered, but people who leave one religion and go to another. I saw people do that. I thought, are they okay? They find out what they thought was truth was wrong, and then they look for a new truth. But maybe for them, it's just a story. They believe it, but they know deep down it's a maybe a story. So they just look for a new one. People who really believe it realize there is no truth. I realize that people in religion think there's a truth, but there isn't. I found that out a few years later. Physics and math prove there is no truth. People try to argue with logic, but it's scary. Humans want to believe there's truth. I couldn't go back because I really believe in the meaning. Also, my values went away. I have new ones now, but for a while they were gone. I had to make my own rules from nothing. Since I'm home all the time, I have to make rules and follow them. It's hard to do that in a world with no meaning. People make fun of that. People, because they think if they work hard, they'll get thin. But science says being thin or fat is mostly about about genes. Data show this. Scholars say even the part people call effort isn't something you can just change. Most of it is like genes. People get it wrong. In the army, everyone does the same exercise and eats the same food, but some get fat and some stay thin. It's genes. School is the same. Everyone does the same thing. So you can see who has the talent and who doesn't. It's scary. People know sports are bad ones, but in Japan, people don't think that. But studying it's because of story. We should see the real thing so we can give kids the right education. I think teachers are a waste of text. You just need someone to make kids sit down, then show them a video. If they have a question, they can ask online. We can save so much money. We don't need teachers next when explaining things. I give an example, but if new rules are added to the example, it's not an example anymore. I'm studying English sound now. All these new rules are added, and the original example is gone. It's not a sample sentence anymore. I thought maybe I'm crazy, but I think this way is normal. Do you have extra question? That makes sense. Next, about the show name, I looked for meaning too much. I had too much focus on goals. Maybe it's because I'm a person who wants things to be perfect. In high school, I think about the same things for years. My future, my worries are quitting my club. I had a lot of worries. I looked for too much meaning and I broke. I was always sleepy and probably had a bad mind. I didn't know, but it was bad. I had a hard sickness then too. That's why I broke. When people quit a religion, they looked for help, but the religion didn't help me. It felt like a heavy bag was taken off. I don't wanna make I felt free. It was about pressure. I just felt life has no meaning. Usually people had panic and asked what to do. I just lived my days quietly. I wasn't bored, but I realized today that I haven't changed much since I was in religion. My life is the same. I wake up, brush my teeth, and eat. I have the feeling we are all the same. I'm not a robot. If something is different, it's that I don't get angry as much. The monk's bad feeling. Taco is different from what people think now. So it doesn't matter. I'm the same. My relationship with my parent is a bit better since I can be myself more. But it's always been a bit strange since I quit. I don't see people much. Before I cared too much. But what people thought, I was told not get angry or sleep too much. I couldn't act like a human. I have trouble talking about it anyway, so it was a mess. When I joined, I have a rest trauma. I couldn't protect myself then. I couldn't do normal things. If I were still a number and a hermit, I'd be in a rush. I think after work or my luck and get bad, I would push myself and get more depressed. Since they think everything is about the mind, they see it as a real illness. I could get better faster without religion. I had no skill to protect myself. Now I'm a realist, so it's a different being a hermit. I thought I'd be away from the world, but I watched a lot of videos, so I think I see people well. A few years inside doesn't change you that much. The big thing is being a realist. I'm away from the world, so I say I don't understand a lot. Do you think rich people are lucky? Going to clubs and spending money. I'm jealous, but I have to accept myself. Some people join religion because they want to be happy after they die or in the next life. They run the religion to be saved, running away. Sound bad. Let's say numbing the brain. They numb their brain to feel better. That That's fine. Religion is important, like science or art. Even now, like I said this morning, I feel meaning and what's in front of me. I thought about why. It is the focus. It is a kind of meaning, but deep down it's different. I think life has meaning, but I can make this podcast if I thought life had meaning. I'd be looking for my job or goal. I'd be worried for 3 years, like in high school. Don't act because of a goal. Be careful. I felt meaning too much before. Now I have a balance. Or maybe meaning is just gone. Something changed. I'm living with my feet on the ground. It's more than just being calm. And religion, you think there's next life or past life that's very far from the real world. My barriers are gone. I'm home. So I made my own rules. I followed them. I said this before. I don't feel like I made them. They just happen. Not just rules for acting, but rules for thinking too. It's got very detailed, so I'm like a machine. I'm automatic. It was a bit strange, but I wanted to do it. When I quit religion, the true answer was gone. It had been there for 20 years, then it fell. I already have a hard time with life, and I was used to a true answer, so it made it harder. I still look for the right answer. I don't have to look before because it was always given to me. But in high school, I didn't have an answer for my future. For over 10 years, I haven't felt hope or total sadness. I don't have total sadness. And I always say you shouldn't have hope. Total sadness is also a way to run away. I don't do that. I don't want to sound too nice, but I didn't feel either. Even though I live by rules, if I have meaning, I get twisted. In the empty world, routine with my whole rope, routine saved me. But routine or rules sound like the army. I was stoic because I looked at the empty world. I didn't run or cry. I just looked at it. That's why I couldn't say things. Today I imagined something. I wasn't doing it for real. I imagined my relative's kids was getting weird at by his parent. I imagined I said something, and the parent told me to stay out of it. I imagined I said, you don't have to say that much. I don't know why I imagined this. I wondered what I say. Maybe I just laugh. I also imagined going to a dinner with a best friend. I said, is it good? I imagined the main customer was there and I looked at him. But my friend thought I was looking at him. Just a strange dream. I also imagined my old teacher. I told him, everyone is meaning to me. I wondered what he said. Dinner on the second date it's sometimes better. Maybe it's my health. The sauce from yesterday was great. Maybe the sauce tastes or the heat. Riddle plum is good. I liked plum in tea. I don't like it in rice balls because of the baseball club. Too many bad memories. But some people love rice balls. A student from a top high school failed 3 times, so maybe the test is super hard. He loves rice balls, though. The salad was good yesterday. A lot of eggs. It was spicy, so it was egg taste. Maybe some oil too. Not much mayo. Eggs in a salad ever good to hear. I had cabbage and sweet to a girl from a famous group got a divorce. I saw a video of 5 of them today. 2 of them just got married. The one who got divorced was popular. You never know what happened in life. Whoever her sitting next to the happy one had feel bad. I wonder how she felt. She was smiling, but maybe she was just happy to be down. They are all new brides. I liked music as a kid, but I had goals and meaning them. Music has no meaning. It doesn't help you with anything. I was just a kid, or maybe I just wanted to relax, but I thought I was getting something from it. I was wrong. I threw away meaning. But I still worry about this podcast in English. That maybe I still feel meaning, so I haven't changed since I was a kid. But balance, but because I know there's no deep meaning, I'm just playing. In high school, I got depressed. Now I keep going with this podcast. Maybe I'm older or my personality is worse. Or maybe because I don't feel meaning. It's a bit hard to explain. I threw away the story of meaning, so now I can use it as a right story. I know it's a story. Before, I thought it was real. I don't throw it away. I just accept it's scary. Maybe that's like people who never religion. Is that right? No, it can be the same usually. People burn it without thinking. I'm very firm about it. People don't know if God is there or not. I don't know my own state, but I don't want to make it clear. But I know things that aren't there. Ghost got meaning. I think, are you guys okay? The people who believe. So I think there's no meaning. Then why am I doing this? Why am I even living? For real, either you relax in bed, but I can't relax at all. I always feel bad. Even while eating or watching videos, it doesn't matter. If it's hot or cold, I always feel bad. My body is fine and my mind is stable, but I don't feel good. But I won't look for help. I'm recording. They say time goes fast when you got old. After 20, it's very fast. Sometimes it's super fast. I just went to the bathroom and it feels like that was 10 minutes ago, but it was yesterday. It's a shock. I used to be happy when the time passed. Next, the pain of doing something isn't while you're doing it. It's from your memory, so the first time isn't painful. I knew this, so I was using a trick without thinking. I don't want to change the painful thing. If it's really painful, I want to change, but I don't run from it. I did something painful. I remember the pain, and I don't want to do it again. So I do something different. When I do something harder, my worry goes away. Since it's different from the last time, it doesn't feel the same. I'm tricking my brain when I'm doing it. I'm focused, so it's not painful. I've been doing this. It's naturally not painful. I was listening to the song, I knew it, but I don't love it. But I thought this is a good song. It felt like someone else was listening. Then I saw the list of people who wrote the song. One person wrote many good ones. The song I was listening to was by that person. It was strange, other strange things. I went to the zoo and saw a parade. It suddenly came back to me. Was that the army? A brand, music, I was right. This was from before I could even remember things. It was a strange way to remember. I don't know why that song felt strange. It's just like any other song, but maybe I like what that writer makes. I thought about how I still worry about English and the podcast like I did when I was in religion. I thought I still fair meaning, but rarely using the meaning makes a contradiction in me. That's why I'm lost. I don't throw it away. I just can't use it. When I try to find meaning, it gets strange. The tool is broken. I see people talking and I think it's strange. A big group, you don't even know who is saying that. Why do they do it? It's not for attention. I don't see the meaning. Talking is tiring. Why do they want to tell people things? Just listening is easier. I always thought this, but maybe I can use meaning now. Since I know life is no meaning, I feel free. There's songs that say life has no meaning. So make a flower bloom, life has no meaning. So make a spark. I was surprised. He wrote that. It's religious, so he shouldn't like that. It's a very realist song. I don't care about lyrics, but that touched me. Anyway, you get nothing from games, so that's no meaning. But people still do it. They feel like they did something. It's like a show. It's a story. So you get nothing. I wonder if people can feel that meaning and pleasure at the same time. So no, I think everything we do feel like it's meaning, or we can keep doing it. It's a place to run to. When life is too heavy, we go there, like movies or books, but life isn't all running away. In religion, I looked for meaning too much. I asked what's the meaning all the time, so it was hard to feel feeling. I was depressed, but I expect too much. Maybe I was always a realist. No, I can work hard, because I don't look for prize. I can understand. I heard someone talk about dreams. I had a dream lately. About 3 months ago, there was food I like. Bread, I think, right away when I was going to eat. I woke up. Do you have dream like that? A good park start and then its end. Like in a show, especially food right before the good part. Humans can't see what they don't know in drama. Drama are just your memories. So you don't know the detail of meeting. You don't really remember chewing or tasting. The brain doesn't capture it well. So you wake up before you eat. But I see things I never do in dreams. So maybe for me, my imagination is more real than the real world. I see them very clearly. Things I've never seen before feel real in my dreams. One more thing, why can we taste food? Humans feel in the blanks, like I said, but face during talk, even if you can't hear everything you understand. You feel in the world, you guess what they are saying. A scientist said the brain can't keep up with reality. We don't see the real world. We see what we imagine will happen. So when we eat, we aren't just tasting. We are using our imagination. That's why I expect expensive food tastes better if they use the brand. It tastes good. You use your memory and imagination to eat. If you close your eyes, you might not know what it is. You use everything to feel the taste. I always feel like I wasn't really tasting, not just good. But many things, the brain just says this is what it is. By filling in the blanks, I wonder if our scientists agree.